Hey guys, join me as I discuss the challenge of starting a YouTube over 40 on a budget and whether or not it's going to work. So let's get the video started. Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I am Jack with My Girl Budgeting, and as the title says, we're going to talk about the challenge of starting a YouTube channel and budgeting, but also being over 40 years old and getting over that fear of it all. So, yes, guys, I am 44 years old, and I decided one day I was ready to start a YouTube channel. Now, what drove me to start that YouTube channel? It was watching a multitude of YouTubers, more along the lines of where I wanted to go in YouTube. Not so much where I wanted to go, but finding my place in YouTube, finding that topic of discussion that I wanted to talk about, and understanding what it takes to start YouTube, but also to keep myself motivated to continue that process along the way. And of course it was Baddies Jasmine with the whole budgeting genre. So I came across many years ago, and it was probably around the year that Jasmine brought out her channel, opened up her channel, and basically was going viral. I want to say it was probably early January in the year, so, and it was probably maybe around 2020, 21. I'm not sure how long she's been on, but it was around that time. And so I came across her channel. Now, I watched her videos and watched her channel, and I got inspired to try to tackle budgeting. Not knowing how to do it, not knowing the world of budgeting, but I decided to do that. And so that was what kept me inspired, kept me going back. The drive that kept pushing me to go to the budgeting side of the world. And so, with that being said, I tackled budgeting. I did start, my own little cash envelope, and it was probably one envelope that I did have. And it was not the fanciest, because it was probably, I want to say it was like, no, it was just a regular envelope that I put aside, wrote on it that, save so much, whatever. Now, did it get me anywhere? No. But it kept me wanting to. I didn't understand it enough to really tackle budgeting. I didn't understand the whole concept of sinking funds, or what the difference between a variable expense and just a regular bill expense, right? Didn't know. Or your fixed expenses. And so that was short-lived. And I did it probably for a year, and then come back a year, or maybe even 2 years. I knew it was always in the back of my head to start the budgeting process, but I never knew how to take that leap, or even just where to begin. And up until 2023, 1 year, a little over a year ago, I came across some lovely channels that I had no idea there was, a multitude of budgeters out there that tackled budgeting. And as I started watching them, I started learning the process. I started understanding what it takes to become a budgeter. But also I understood that in order for me to start budgeting, I needed to be able to hold myself accountable. And the only way I could do that was to start a YouTube channel. That was my driving force. I wanted to do YouTube. I've always wanted to. In the back of my head, no matter how old I am, I always wanted to start YouTube. And as you know, there's always the taboo, stereotypes of, isn't YouTube for you kids? Or aren't you too old to be starting this? But honestly, I've been thinking about doing this for years, and that is honest truth. I remember probably 2008, I probably started a YouTube channel, did my one video. At that time, they weren't doing the copywriting, so I was able to upload a video with music on, and then probably a year or so later, I started noticing that, you get copyrighted now. And this was probably 2008, maybe? Yeah, it was about 2008 that I had that YouTube channel. And it was just and like how MySpace, back then it was MySpace, and MySpace, you were able to do, add music to your MySpace. And that's what I was doing with YouTube. Really, honestly, I did a video. It was a heartfelt love story video, and I had a song on there, and it just got flagged. But that's the way I was utilizing YouTube. But I always wanted to, and at that point it was just like, man, I want to be able to do YouTube. I never knew the extent of YouTube and what like the work that goes into it, for one, but also I did not know the whole AdSense monetization, your watch hours, all those things that partake in becoming a YouTuber. And so, but I've always thought about it in the back of my head, and it took me this many years, and I was like, the thing is, I'm doing this on a budget, and that is what is holding me accountable. Doing my budget is helping me, to get out of debt, but also, in order for me to hold myself accountable to that budget, I need something that's going to keep me motivated. I need something that's going to be my driving force to keep doing the videos of budgeting. And that is why I joined YouTube. I want to have that passion, and I want it to become something more than what I have going on for me right now. I want it to make it work. And I don't expect to it's a learning process for any of us that take that leap. And one of the biggest misconceptions about starting a YouTube channel is that you need a ton of expensive equipment to produce high content, and that is not the case. And yeah, having a fancy camera and a professional lighting setup would be great, but the truth is, you don't need all that to get started. My first camera was a smartphone, and it was an Android. And for the time that I did those videos, quality wasn't great, because at that time they weren't, putting so much effort into making the cameras, top of the line. As years have gone by, cameras have just, advanced so much, and so it helps to have that as an added bonus now. But my first camera, my phone that I used, it did its job, and that's the best I could do. But another thing people worry about is that you're too old, right? And you're questioning, like, come on. I'm 44 and I'm doing this. You you should be 20 and figuring out your life, and then you start working hard so that you can enjoy the finer things later on in life. And yes, that is what most of us would like to do. But as us Gen, what is it, Zers? Is it Gen X? I don't know where I fall within that criteria. We were never taught that. We were taught to sit down, respect your elders, and just don't cause any attention to yourself. Okay? And so now, I may be old. I won't say I am. But a lot of people will say that I'm too old and I'm not tech savvy enough. I don't know what I'm doing. But the thing is, age is just a number, and it's never too late to pursue your passion. And that's why I'm doing this. I think what holds a lot of people back from starting a YouTube channel is the fear of looking silly. Oh yes, and I did. I really felt like, because I'm an introvert, guys. And, maybe you guys can read that off of whenever I do talk, because I do feel like I'm always... Introverts just they feel like I'm being judged a lot of the times, and sometimes I just hold myself back from talking. And so you guys, and I see it in my videos, and I can see when I'm like holding back, and I try not to. And then there's those times where I just do put myself out there, and I'm just like, screw it. What's the worst that's gonna happen? Yes, you can get those ugliness trolls, but that's not going to stop me, And so, and also it's just the fear of not being good enough. But the truth is, the only way to get better is to just start. And that's what that is honest truth. Never would I have thought I would be able, as an introvert, be able to talk to you like this, as I am talking to you over this video. And as time has gone on in the years that I have started my YouTube, I have seen improvements, and I am only seeing more and more improvements as each day goes by, as I start wanting to continue to push forward in doing YouTube and building YouTube. And so if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, but you're holding back because of fear or lack of confidence, and believe me, I had lack of confidence, I want to tell you that it's normal to feel that way. But don't let it hold you back. Let it be your driving force. Let it be your wall that you're going to crash and run through and say, come on out on the other side and say, I did it. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it's easy, because it's not. There have been times when I've been frustrated and I've been burnt out, when I've felt like giving up, when I've wondered if it's all worth it. But the thing is, the more I do this, the more I realize that it's not about the equipment. It's not about the age. It's about the passion. It's about the message. And it's about the connection with my audience. And that's what drives me. I love doing my videos. I love being able to talk to you guys, even though I'm talking in outer space, so to speak. I love to be able to wake up in the morning, go to my YouTube studio, look at comments, read through those comments of how much love and support I do get from others. And so to set up my channel on a budget, sorry guys, I started by doing my research, and that's where I watched a lot of those YouTube channels. And then I watched relentless hours of Dave Ramsey on budgeting, and I watched multitude of budgeters out there, and I learned different steps, different techniques. I learned where to start. I learned what I wanted to talk about. I learned what kept me interested. And if it kept me interested, maybe I can have somebody else be interested in what I have to say, right? And so that is what keeps me driving, right? And also with that, you do make connections. You do collabs, and I've done a lot of collabs in the year that I've been on YouTube. I'm not saying it's a lot, but I will say I've done quite a bit of collabs, and I've made connections with other YouTubers. And that is what keeps you going, guys. That really motivates you more and more to keep on. Don't listen to what the naysayers have to give you, and listen to those people that are in your niche, whether it's budgeting, whether it's food reviews, whether it's gaming. Those are the people you want to connect with, and those are the people that are going to take the time to support your channel, and be there for you for the falls and for the highs, right? The lows and the highs. And so, with that being said, as time has gone on, I have invested in some affordable equipment. I do have a microphone. I've yet to set it up. I have a camera, a good camera. You still not have set it up. And I will eventually get there once I figure it out. And then I also have my lighting. Lighting is very important. And, that's the thing that's going to keep you from, it just helps. It helps your channel to have a good lighting. And right now I don't have perfect lighting on this, right? But that's okay, because we're just having one heart-to-heart discussion. And so we move from that, you guys. We get that equipment. Sorry, guys. And I apologize for the vehicles. I do live on a busy street. And so, other things that I did look into was affordable software options for editing and producing my videos, which is Power Director. I am a yearly subscription that I do with that, and that really helps because you don't have to have the watermark with that on your videos. I also looked into just different ways and techniques to have your video going, depending on what you're going to show. But the thing about it is, you have to the key is to find what works for you, and to be willing to adapt and change as you go. I started with the craziest setup. My first video, I go look, guys, please, I would love for you guys to go look at that video and look at that setup. I look at it now and I was like, ooh, that's horrendous. But I did it. I started. And that is the main thing that we get out of this. So one of the most important things I've learned is the importance of planning and consistency. After you got your setup, it is planning your videos out, coming up with ideas, and staying consistent with it. You need to have a clear idea of what you want to create, who your target audience is, and what kind of content you want to produce. As me, I'm all about budgeting. Then you need to stick to your schedule, and that is put yourself on a schedule and upload on a regular basis. It's not always easy, but in the end, it is worth it. And so in terms of content planning, I like to brainstorm ideas ahead of time and also do brain dumps. That means you guys write down every idea you think about, whether it's food, whether it's gaming, whether it is budgeting. If an idea comes in your head about doing something, write it down. Have your binder with you. Keep it along with you, and make sure you write everything that pops in your head for an idea on a video. It might start off like a small topic, and it might change into something totally different because you want to add on to it, or you might want to take away something from that. But write it down. Plan out your days. And then just create an outline for each video. That is what I do on a weekly basis. I really haven't stayed on it because I've pretty much stayed consistent on my schedule, other than, you know, my off days or open days, because I do have open days. That means open for discussion, open for any content that I want to put out there, like today. But you also want to make sure that you are covering, to be able to stay focused, you have to ensure that you are covering all the points that you want to cover. And I also make sure to keep my videos short and concise. Mind you, this is going to be a longer video. I know people have short attention spans, and I want to make sure they can easily follow along. So one of the most important, exciting moments for me was when I published my first video. The horrendous video, guys. Go check it out. It was a huge breakthrough because it meant that I had finally taken the leap and put myself out there. And you know what? It wasn't perfect. Oh no. And you guys will see that. But it was a start. Then when I started getting positive feedback from viewers, that was another huge milestone for me. It meant that people were actually watching and that they were getting something out of my content. So when I look back on my journey so far, I'm amazed at how far I've come. I've learned that it's never too late to pursue your passion, that age is just a number, and that budget constraints don't have to hold you back. Budget yourself. Get yourself a sinking fund to build your equipment if you want to do that. I mean, that has helped me. I have, different budgeting sinking funds, and specific to YouTube, specific to my Etsy, specific to the things that I do within budgeting, I do have my sinking funds for that. And even if you do create a sinking fund because you do want to get that equipment, that laptop, that, lighting, to be able to start your video, do it. Starting a YouTube on a budget requires creativity, patience, and perseverance. But it's worth it, guys. It is so worth it. And so with that being said, I want to say thank you for watching. I hope you'll join me on this journey as you have, and continue to join me on my journey. And if you are thinking about starting a YouTube channel, I'd love to hear about your experience or any questions you have. Please leave them in the comments below. Don't forget, check out my next video for more tips and behind the scenes peeks for my channel. Which, that brings me, I do have a peek that I'm going to bring out to you guys. And I've thought about this long and hard, but I also, have been playing back and forth on it. And one thing I can say is, if I can discuss all these things with you, my journey to starting YouTube, my journey to budgeting, then I should be able to trust. If I'm asking you to put your trust in me, then I should be able to trust you guys and give you something in return. And so this is where it leads to, guys. I'm going to go ahead and introduce you to me, to myself. I'm going to introduce myself to you guys. And yes, I know I do my introduction every video. It's, hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Jack with My Girl Budgeting. But I'm going to take it a step further, guys, and actually introduce myself to you, to the world out there, to my budgeting friends, to my budgeting community, to my YouTube family out there. And so, with that being said, drum roll, please. Let's go ahead and get right into it, guys. And I'm going to now introduce you to Jack, my girl budgeting. Alright, guys, so this is me revealing myself to you guys. And, well, if I can get my camera to stay up. Let's see. No, it's not staying up. That is not what I want it to do. Okay. Alright, let me see if this works. And it's not staying up. Why is it not staying up? Let me see if I can get this raised up a little bit more. Did not want to try to. Okay, let me try this. Okay, guys. I feel like I have a comb over. Hi, guys. Hello. Yes, I am Jack, and I'm trying not to look at my laptop where my camera is. But yes, this is me, Jack, with my girl budgeting. Nice to meet you guys. And welcome to my channel, guys. I hope you enjoy my content that I do bring to you guys. I hope that you guys enjoy my videos as much as I've enjoyed you and your videos, as for those who have channels, but also for your comments, your inspiring words that you guys leave for me. And it does really make my day. I can wake up in the morning, go to my YouTube channel, and I can read a comment from somebody who may have left it at night, and so it does weigh big time on my heart whenever I do, and I'm trying to do a heart, guys. But it does weigh so much, like a positive feeling for me. It gives me that my affirmations, when I do get to. So I hope you guys get to know me a lot better. I'm not saying that this will be the new norm for me. I don't know if I will have full view face view of my camera video moving forward. I don't know. Right now I'm still gonna just focus on doing the tabletop view, but I just wanted to introduce you to myself. I wanted you to introduce myself to you, and just say that I appreciate you guys, and that it is not too late, guys. And I'm seeing that it is growing so much more for us Gen Xers, those of us who are over 40, that the world is opening up. It's not so much about being 20 and YouTube, viral at 20, or because those kids are so much more expressive than we as a generation. And so I just appreciate you guys and look forward to doing more videos like this. I do plan to still continue my budgeting videos, because that is what I love to do, and it helps me to hold myself accountable. I wouldn't be where I'm at in my budgeting. And yes, guys, you see my little, I should just show you guys, it does have wheels, and these are all my current binders in play as far as savings. Now I do have sinking ones that are different, but yeah, welcome. And I appreciate you guys. So with that being said, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and say thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me on my journey, and thank you guys for just being a part of my channel. You guys will continue to see more and more of my videos, and I'm going to make it a goal to become a full-time YouTuber. I feel like it's just my passion is starting to thrive with this, and I want to continue because I do want to get myself out of debt, and I want to be able to share my life experiences with you guys and become less introvert, guys. I mean, there's always going to be a part of me that's introvert, but I will always strive for more, and strive to get out of being so quiet, so shy. I mean, I do good, and I've done like lives with Donna, Power by Creativity, and Steph with Budget with Mama Bear, and I've done lives, but I still get very like, I don't want the attention. So that's why it's so hard a lot of times for me to talk. But I'm gonna push myself, and I hope you guys join me and take part in my journey with me. But other than that, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day. Give you back your day, your Wednesday, and much love to you all. I will see you in the next video, and let's go ahead and use hashtag reveal. Lets me know you guys watch all the way up to this point, and I will see you in the next one, guys. Bye.